Hey guys, welcome to my September Young Living unboxing video. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Amanda Willis. I empower families to wellness authentically through biblically rooted principles. And for those of you guys who have been around for a while, you all know that one of my absolute favorite tools for doing that is Young Living essential oils. They just make it so simple. And so every month, both my husband and I have our wellness box that comes from Young Living, and I like to unbox those for you. I always learn so much watching other people's unboxing videos because I just learn new things about the products and new ways to use them and things that I haven't always thought of. And so that's why I like to share them with you, so that hopefully you guys find the same from these videos. So let's dive on in. Now, I did say my husband and my husband's orders, and you see one box here. That's because I took my items and I already threw them in this box. Some months I have everything literally already out and I'm showing you the items. This month we are unboxing this haul together, all right? So bear with me, we've got some packages. I don't have it in my usual order. The way I always recommend people build their orders when they ask is starting with, of course, your nutrition and supplements on the bottom, your ditch and switch as the next level, and then your essential oils on the top. And this order is going to be all over the place. I'm going to try and save the free stuff for the end if I can remember everything that was free for you. So we will see, because there were a lot of gifts with purchase this month and it was like mega oils and stuff. So the very first thing I've actually already pulled out of my order and used today because I ran out, is my mineral foundation. This is Savvy Minerals Mineral Foundation warm number 2. And it's the shade that I wear most of the time here in Colorado. Now, when we were living in Atlanta and we were out at the beach and stuff, and if we do take a beach trip, then sometimes I have to go to dark 1. I tried going to warm 3 and that's too orange for me. So if you're kind of thinking about colors, that might be helpful for you. But yeah, Colorado this year, when it was hot, it was too hot and smoky. So I didn't get outside very much, as you can tell by my lack of tan. All right, mineral foundation. It's fantastic. It lasts like all day. And I do use the misting spray to apply it. And if you're not familiar with Savvy Minerals, they are free from so much garbage, like more than most of the other companies that say they're free from stuff. The last I checked, we were the company that has the most chemicals that are on the restricted list. So everything is super safe, and they're non-nanoparticle minerals, there we go, so that they don't seep into your bloodstream or anything like that. Then Cinefresh deodorant. I love the Young Living deodorants. I prefer the Valor deodorant. It's my absolute favorite, but it's out of stock right now due to supply issues. And so Cinefresh, I actually like the Cinefresh and the Citrogard. The Citrogard, I don't know if you guys like to mix up your deodorants, but I like to mix mine up. So I use this one because we're going into fall and winter. That's why I picked Cinefresh. But in the summer and spring, I wanted Citrogard. It's just the different oils that are in there and infused in there. It's the same base formula that is, see if I can remember here. If I remember, I mean read it. Arrowroot powder and cocoa seed butter, and it does have sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda in it, and there's zinc oxide and some other things like that. Yeah, fantastic. I'm not going to read off all the essential oils because there's a lot and they're different depending on which ones you get, but completely chemical free. It works. You know, natural deodorants that work are hard to find. This one works. It's not an antiperspirant. There's no aluminum in there, so you don't have to worry about that in your lymph nodes. Maybe I need to do a video on aluminum in deodorants. Do you guys already know to avoid aluminum? Do I need to explain why? Let me know if I need to explain why, and I'll do a video if you comment below and tell me to. Okay, then we have peppermint essential oil, and this one actually, normally I'd be pulling it out of the tube, but my husband jumped in the water this morning and grabbed some peppermint. So we have a 15 milliliter bottle of peppermint. He has been loving using it like Peppermint Vitality, same oil, different bottles, and mixing it in for a peppermint tea. You know, 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to like 26 cups of peppermint tea as far as strength goes and the power of the herb. And so it's fantastic and takes up way less room than a bunch of tea bags. So we've got that, but I also love to diffuse it, and we use it in lots of things. So then I have this bag for this little thing. I think something else was in here. Like I said, I threw some things to combine the orders. All right, then we have a hand sanitizer. And honestly, I have a lot of hand sanitizer right now. And I don't really use that much because a little goes a long way. And the Thieves hand sanitizer does not smell like your regular hand sanitizer. I've had people stop me in bathrooms and ask what I just put on my hands because it smells so good. You don't get that with normal hand sanitizers. It works really, really well. It doesn't dry your hands out the same way, so it's fantastic. But I was right at that point for free shipping on my one order. It was like, I needed just a couple more PV, and a lip balm wasn't enough, and cash flow wise, I couldn't go over what I wanted to go over, and so hand sanitizer it was, because you always need it. It's great to have on hand. If we didn't learn that last year, you never know when you might have a hard time finding hand sanitizer. All right. Super C chewables, you guys, these taste phenomenal. If you have not had Super C chewables yet, friend, you're missing out. Yes, I realize they make caplets. I prefer to chew them because I just really, I don't know, maybe it brings me back to childhood. But I also really like the blend that's in the chewables. The caplet blends are fantastic as well, but this one they are slightly different formulations. You're getting in 1 tablet, you're getting 150 micrograms of vitamin C, 167% of the daily recommended value. The vitamin C blend, this is what's most important to me here, is because you're actually absorbing it. So I don't even really look at the grams and the milligrams of things in a lot of Young Living supplements, and you can't compare them to regular supplements and be like, oh, I need this much vitamin C, so that's how much Young Living vitamin C I'm going to take. Because the essential oils open up your cells the essential oils that are infused into the supplements open up your cells and make the supplement more bioavailable, which means you actually are absorbing more of that supplement. And so if you're taking, like this one's 150 micrograms, you're absorbing likely, okay, according to research that has been done, you're absorbing about 70 to 80% of that. Whereas in regular supplements that are not infused with essential oils, even really good quality ones on the market, you're only absorbing about 20 to 30% of those supplements. So see where the difference comes in like dosage. That's why I always follow the instructions on the back of the back of the container. If you don't know how to dose it, it's all there. And or even better, talk to a medical professional who is familiar with Young Living essential oils and can really walk you through that. So infused in here, or contained in here, not infused, is the Acerola fruit extract, Camu Camu, rose hips fruit powder, and then of course you have citrus bioflavonoids from lemon, whole fruit powder, you have the orange whole fruit powder, lime whole fruit powder, tangerine whole fruit powder, and grapefruit whole fruit powder, along with your orange peel oil powder. So you have your orange essential oil essentially infused in here as well, so that, like I said, it's more bioavailable. Also, they just taste really good. So I like to take them every day. Vitamin C, I don't want to get off on a whole rant on vitamin C. I probably should do an entire video on this too, because vitamin C is vital for, we think of it with immunity, but it's like so many different processes in your body that you need vitamin C for. Detox processes and muscle repair and eyesight and like all the things. So there's a ton that vitamin C does, and so many of us are eating foods that are deficient, that we need more. And of course, the more stress we're under, the more vitamin C you need. The more, because the more stress your body is under, the more it's using up its stores of B vitamins and C vitamins and those things. All right, let's move on. That's enough about vitamin C for today. Essentialzymes, you guys, these I take every day. This is one of the supplements that I don't rotate very much. Super C is one of those too, except I was out of stock. It was out of stock for a while and then I was out of it. I was having to substitute some different vitamin C. But Essentialzyme, I take every day. First thing in the morning, about 30, I shouldn't say first thing. It's my first supplement that I take. About 30 to 45 minutes before I eat. I don't eat right when I wake up. I do a little bit of loose intermittent fasting, and so I do usually eat late morning or early afternoon, but late morning most days these days. This has a lot of your essential digestive enzymes as well as hydrochloric acid. So it's really helpful for getting your body ready to receive food. So it kind of says, hey, food's coming, get ready, and it gets all the juices flowing and the enzymes going that help you to digest it well so that you can actually absorb your nutrients. And again, enzymes are one of those things, like I was just talking about with vitamins, where you burn through your stores really quickly when you're under extra stress and using electronics and all the different things. So you've got to make sure you're replenishing with enzymes, and the older we get, the fewer that we have, because we're born with a store that gets depleted. Our food's supposed to help replace them. You know, most of our food today is missing a lot of that. So, continuing on, because we've got several more things. Agiles. You guys, I did get a lot of supplements this month, I feel like. So Agiles, this is for my husband. He is still healing a ski injury from early this year. On the recovery side, it's not injured. It's just, you know, still the body's still repairing some damage from that. And years of running as well for him. And so this has frankincense resin in it, as well as some fantastic collagen that is type 2 denatured collagen. This is some of the best collagen for your body to absorb and to use. There's a lot of collagen products out on the market, and they are really hard for your body to use, especially if your body is already in stress mode. This is a special collagen breakdown that is undenatured, not breakdown, but special collagen form, that's what I'm trying to say, that is really easy for your body to absorb. And then of course it's also got your fantastic things like turmeric and glucosamine and oils like wintergreen and copaiba and clove and black spruce, things like that. So he notices a big difference when he takes this, and it's only a once a day supplement. I was gonna get him on BLM, which is our bone ligament muscle supplement in addition to Agiles, but that one you take multiple times a day, and he was like, just give me the once a day. So we've got that. I think I have 2 more supplements. This is super vitamin D. Do we need to talk about vitamin D? I don't think we need to talk too much about vitamin D right now. Know that it's essential, like C, for so many things, not just immune support. I mean, listed on here, bone growth, healthy muscle, immune, and nervous system function. But the list is really long about what vitamin D3 is good for. This form is one that is, does it say what it's called on here? Because I can't remember what it's called, friends. If you remember the term, would you post it in the comments for me? It is a little tablet that starts dissolving in your mouth. I can't remember what that form is. Is it just sublingual? I feel like it's something else. But they're little tiny, I'll show you. I think they taste fantastic. They have a lime flavor to them, and then there's lemon balm in here, Melissa essential oil, which is so fantastic for mood support. Also, vitamin D is essential for healthy mood as well, for your body to maintain that emotional health. So they are these little tablets. Oh, that probably doesn't help because you don't know how big the jar is. Little tablets like this, and you pop one in your mouth. I'm trying to think, I hope I ate recently. You absorb vitamin D a lot better if you consume it with food, especially with fat. But put it under your tongue. Let it sit there for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then chew it. That's the vitamin D. It's wonderful. Okay. Then There's one more supplement I bought. This one was free. I'm gonna try and keep the free stuff for the end. All right, Super B. Fantastic forms of all your B vitamins. That's the way I'm gonna say this, infused with your essential oil, so it's easy. We also have zinc and selenium in here, super important minerals, especially right now to get in your diet, but always super important for all functions. So, Super B, fantastic. Let's keep moving. This was free, this was free. I bought this, okay. Progessence Plus, friends. I took a little break from Progessence Plus for a little bit because I started taking Endogize last year, and I had been scanning for Endogize. I noticed some improvements with Endogize as far as like energy goes, and I wasn't scanning for thyroid stuff anymore. And so I could tell my body was really responding well to it, except my body and DHEA supplements, there's DHEA and Endogize, we've got a thing where it impacts my skin. I actually just learned about a week ago that the reason for that is that DHEA supports your body's testosterone hormone balance and supporting growth in testosterone. So you can frequently have symptoms that like an adolescent male would have when his testosterone levels go up, like breakouts. So I guess me and DHEA, we're just not friends. I tried it for a long time. I did 6 months because you should always give a supplement 3 to 6 months to be sure like your body's balancing with it, and before you decide that it's not the one for you. Unless you have obviously some like crazy reaction or something. Use discernment with that. That is not medical advice. It's just a general statement for educational purposes only, as is everything in this video, per the disclaimer on this page. All right, continuing on. So anyway, long story short, we had issues with the skin going nuts. And so I'm working on rebalancing my hormones. I came off of Endogize for a couple months and I was letting my body just do its own thing for about 3 months, and then I wanted to add back my Progessence Plus because I know this was super, super helpful for me. It's been helpful for my skin in the past. It's been very helpful for all the things monthly cycle wise. It's a must, I think, for most women for monthly cycles. So I got more. I'm very happy to have Progessence Plus back in my life. Then we're actually almost to the free stuff, you guys, because there's a ton of free stuff this month. But what is in here? This was free. Okay. They did them in these little tiny bottles, or like packages. These are cute. Except that I can't always get them out. So tell me below while I'm opening these. And we're working to get the freebies and see if there's anything else in here besides the one big thing I know that is in here that I'll show you in a second. But it's on the bottom, so it's gonna be a minute. But I wanted to ask, of the things I have shown you so far, is there anything that you have a question about, you don't know how to use, that you just have a question in general? Obviously not medical question, like medical advice kind of questions, but anything else, troubleshooting, etc. Okay, I will see what I can do to help along those lines. We have literally one more after this. Y'all, these were all free. There were so many free oils this month. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think I paid for this. Yes, okay. Last 2 things we bought, and then I'll show you the free stuff. Lavender. So I'll tell you my favorite way I've been using lavender recently that is different than probably your normal go-to. Of course, all things calming for lavender, we know that. It's fantastic if you've been out in the sun too long on the skin, or you get some bug bites or anything like that and you want to soothe the skin. Anything soothing, calming, lavender is fantastic for. Great in the diffuser at bedtime, those kind of things. It is also really, really beneficial to add to your water for your garden. Did you know that? In my normal size watering can, it's stainless steel. I put 1 drop of lavender in a filled watering can. And then I use that to water my plants, and it ups the frequency within the soil and really has benefited them to have healthy plants. Now, I had some issues earlier this year when I had a lot of cloudy days with seed starts, and I was not using lavender in my water yet, and I think I got some sort of a fungus in the soil, and it was just not fun to deal with, and I lost like our tomato starts. And this time when I did starts for my fall garden and I got my Brussels sprout starts going, I made sure that I had the lavender in the water. And I'm happy to report that when we had not cloudy days, but several days of smoke cover, like a lot of days of smoke cover in a row, my seedlings did fine. They didn't go through that same period because they had really good nourishment within the soil as well. So that's a fun fact. If you're not using it for your garden, you could be. Here's my Ningxia Red. I feel like I need to make an ode to Ningxia Red. I think I've said that before. I probably should just do it, right? Ningxia is fantastic. If you're not familiar with Ningxia Red and you're like, what is that she's talking about? What's inside the box? Because I don't have scissors over here to open the box. There are 2 bottles of fantastic antioxidant superfood whole body nutrient infusion goodness in here. So check out my video that I did on Ningxia Red. If you want to learn more about Ningxia, I'll be sure to link that below in the comments for you. All right, then let's go to what was free, and then I can also help you know how you can get all of this stuff for yourself too. Okay, so in no particular order, you can find the gift with purchase promotion levels on the website, youngliving.com, if you're interested. But this is, of course, the United States. Current promotions, they're different in our different markets around the world. But I am super excited to try these. These are our YL Vitality Drops with electrolytes. And this is the grapefruit bergamot, or bergamot, how do you say yours? Bergamot. And then the lavender lemonade. So I'm really excited about these. These have words. These have your electrolytes in them, along with, of course, the oils. Now, the way these are formulated, I don't know how they did it, but I do know that the way that these are formulated, you can actually use these in plastic where you don't normally. Now, I still don't recommend drinking out of plastic. Don't make it a habit. You don't want to be doing that. There's lots of phthalates and BPA and stuff that can come out of the plastic, which is one reason you never want to put regular citrus oils into plastic, is because it will dissolve that and then you're drinking the chemicals. However, the way they did the Vitality Drops are different. So the reason I say that is you could pop one of these into your purse, and say you were at a theme park or you were going through the airport, or for some reason you were out somewhere and ended up with a plastic water bottle and you don't normally have a plastic water bottle, somewhere where they're not allowing glass or stainless steel or something like that. You can use these straight into the water bottle and you don't have to worry about it. Where you could not use your lemon vitality oil on top, you should not do that. Okay, so we have these. I'm excited to try both flavors. If you've tried these already, tell me what's your favorite flavor. All right, then look at all of these oils. Friends, subscribe to save is the best way to order with Young Living. Can I show you everything we got free in one handful? Okay, all of this. We're gonna keep breaking it down. What was free? Plus, I got 25% back of what we spent in points to redeem for products of my choosing when I choose to redeem them. So on top of the gifts with purchase, it's fantastic. It's the best way to build your wellness arsenal, hands down. All right, Endoflex Vitality. Remember how I said I stopped taking Endogize for a while and I gave my body a few months, and then I started using Endogize Vitality, and I started putting a drop of Endogize under my tongue in the morning and then 1 drop at night. Now you can use regular Endogize and you can roll it over your thyroid, you can roll it over your adrenals. People just do, they roll it places that they want support. However, for me, topical wasn't doing very much. Now, when I started doing a drop under my tongue in the morning and evening, I'm not taking Endogize anymore, and I'm also no longer still scanning for thyroid stuff with just Endoflex. So that makes me really happy. My body's really responded to it. It supports your endocrine system. Endogize Vitality supports your endocrine system, your hormones, all the different things. Okay, then we have Copaiba Vitality, which is fantastic for supporting a healthy inflammatory response in your body. Super important. This one is a favorite for mamas with teething babies because you can rub it on their gums. It is fantastic for sore, achy muscles. Well, the regular Copaiba you would really use for that. Same oil, different bottle when you're talking Vitality versus the regular, but they're labeled for different uses, and so we're going to be good and speak about the uses that they're labeled for. So I like to put Copaiba Vitality sometimes in my red drink I make with Ninja Red, and especially during phases 1 and 2 of my menstrual cycle, because those are the phases when inflammation tends to be higher in the body. So I like to use that to support those responses. Lemon Vitality, fantastic. This goes in my water every single morning. The very first thing I consume all day, well, after a drop of Endogize Vitality under my tongue, first thing I'm like drinking or eating is lemon water. Now you can do lemon water with lemon juice and lemon Vitality essential oil. You're going to get different benefits from the juice and the oil. Now the juice is acidic, though it is not, it has an alkalizing effect on the body, even though it's acidic. Your oil is not acidic. The reason that you don't want to put it in plastic is not because you're worried about acid and dissolving it, it's because it dissolves petrochemicals. It's the constituents within the oil, it's not the pH of the oil. So you don't have to worry about this pH level wise in your body. Then, Longevity Vitality. I have been doing a longevity challenge, and I can post my before and after from last month doing this. I'm still continuing every day. I'm doing 8 to 10 drops of this in a capsule. We called it our Boho Botox Challenge. And longevity is a blend of thyme, orange, clove, and frankincense essential oils. This is formulated to support healthy cells in your body and having cells, healthy cellular function. I'm trying to figure out how to say that well without getting in trouble. Think about the name and the things that it might be good for. All right. Then we have Digize, fantastic blend for digestion support. This one is phenomenal. Now, it's also really fun if you like strong flavors like I do with, this has like tarragon and ginger and peppermint and juniper and fennel and lemongrass and anise and patchouli in here, okay? If you like these strong flavors, you can do sparkling water and do a drop of this in your sparkling water, and it's like a mocktail before dinner, like an aperitif, and it prepares your digestive system for dinner very nicely as well. I always have a bottle of this in my purse for eating out, especially, or if I'm eating at someone else's house, just because foods unfamiliar to us sometimes don't do as well in our digestive system. Digize is the oil that makes a lot of people an essential oils believer if they think that they don't really work or they may be a placebo effect. Give them some Digize after they've eaten a meal that is too heavy and they'll change their minds. All right. Citrus Fresh, delicious in water. It supports it can help support a healthy weight management. It can help support healthy cleansing. There's a lot of things that are really great. Of course, immune function and things when you're thinking citrus oils, lymphatic function, all of those with Citrus Fresh. It is wonderful and it tastes fantastic. There's a little bit of spearmint in there with a bunch of citrus oils. So it's fantastic. Again, all these were free. Orange Vitality, Friends, I did not order orange for like 2 or 3 years after I had started with Young Living for, I don't know why. I just was ordering all the fancier oils, and I forgot orange is super economical and does a whole lot for the body. It is loaded with antioxidants. Your orange essential oil is super, super helpful for that cellular function and immune support as well. Check out orange essential oil. Great. It's got a lot of D-limonene in it, just like lemon does. So fantastic. And it's bright and uplifting. A lot of the citrus oils are that way. Can also have kind of a calming effect on the body because of its brightness and just the way that it works. All right, last, but certainly not least, you knew it was coming, right? You knew it was coming. Life 9. This is a probiotic supplement with 17 billion active cultures. When I first started ordering with Young Living, and I saw they had these supplements, I was already using a lot of supplements from a naturopath and my DO that they had prescribed for me, and I was using these nutraceutical lines. I thought I was getting the best that I could get, except there were a few things where I really wasn't feeling the difference. Like, I thought I should be noticing something. I knew from my research what they were doing to help my body, but I wasn't really noticing it very much. Probiotics, I've only ever found 2 probiotics, and I have tried a range from a lot of companies. I have found 2 that help me. Young Living's Life 9 is one of those. It is fantastic. It is my go-to now. The other one I'll only do if Life 9's out of stock. So this has a wonderful blend of probiotics in here, and you want to look them up if you are comparing probiotic strains. You don't just want to look at the active cultures because that's at the time of bottling, and that can change different based on the way that the capsule's made, based on the way it's stored, based on what else, how it was processed, can actually really super impact how many your body gets when you actually take it. It's not always the number, it's never actually the number that's on the bottle. And then the strains that are in there are also super important for creating diversity within your gut. Now, I will be honest, I don't take a ton of probiotics on a regular basis, and that's because we eat cultured dairy on a regular basis. We ferment vegetables and we eat those on a regular basis. I sprout bread, like freshly ground bread, and I'm working on getting back to our sour lemon bread. So we're getting a lot of fermented and cultured products and the diverse gut bacteria in from that. However, there are times when you want to boost that even more, and you know there's a need for it. You can also open a capsule of Life 9 and add it to your yogurt start when you're starting to give it a little extra jump and get some good bacteria going. So not all bacteria is bad. You want your probiotic, good bacteria, good, yay, okay. So that is our 2 essential they're not essential rewards anymore, friends. We just changed names. Loyalty rewards, subscribe to save orders. So subscribe to save is when you put any item on subscription with Young Living. You can pick your frequency of every month, every 2 months, every 3 months with your items, and you get to customize your subscription box every month. You only have 1 subscription that comes out every month, but you pick what all's in it and get to pick and choose if you need to take something off or put something else on. And just because you subscribe doesn't mean it has to be every single month. You can delete that item after the 1 month. You have complete customization over your orders. That does get you, any item on Subscribe to Save gets you a 24% discount off of the full price that you see listed on the website as a customer. Then your loyalty rewards come in if you are ordering 50 PV or more, which is roughly $50 depending on what you're ordering. Then If you're ordering that every month, then you're earning points back. That can be anywhere from 10 to 25% back, depending on how many months you have been ordering with Young Living. And then you also get some free oils your first year that you're on it. Loyalty oils every year at 12 months as well. If you are not already ordering as a Young Living customer, then Young Living customer, be sure to reach out to your Young Living friend and tell them, hey, I want to get some of this stuff, because they've made it so much easier. You used to have to get a kit. Now you can do custom bundles, you can pick one item, whatever your need is, you can talk to your Young Living friend and get that. If I am your Young Living friend, or if you don't yet have one, I would love to be one for you. I'm happy to help get you started. Be sure to comment below or reach out to me via any of my social channels, and I would be happy to help get you started as a customer with the products that will benefit you and your family the most. This is not a one size fits all, let's fit you into a kit. This is a let's find what your family needs for your wellness and your budget. Because let's be real, that's important too. It's one of the reasons I love Young Living, and we transfer all of our spending for our home products and everything over there, is because it is the most budget friendly for us. I love taking care of my customers, and I try and provide the best customer support possible for you. Be sure you check out my link below if you have any questions. I will link all of these products as well for you. Until next time, take care, friends. Cheers.